let's see what November holds for us. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Child of the Universe. I'm Noor, an intuitive healer and a tarot card reader, and I'm back with another video. And this video is gonna be universal guidance for the month of November. Now, before I start this video, I want to say that last month I faced so many tech issues that even though I have had so much of content ready, I could not edit for a very long time. And when I was able to edit, when the issues resolved, I had to shoot this video and take this video out first because the universal guidance for every month is my first priority. And so you're gonna see a lot of content. It's coming in the month of November. And before talking about November, I also want to talk about how October turned out to be. So in the universal guidance of October, I talked about how many changes are gonna come. And truly, October has been a crazy month. There were so many changes, so many shifts, and it was damn uncomfortable. I don't know about you, but it was uncomfortable for me. And yet, I kept on telling myself that I'm learning something by being in this discomfort. And October has been the month of growth, transformation, and positive new beginnings. And with positive new beginnings, it also meant that the old was broken down, the old was being shattered, which was also painful. So it might have been a little too uncomfortable for some of you guys, but it's all part of the process. When a part of you or something dies, something else comes into existence. There's rebirth, and there's always something better that's coming up. And yeah, that is what I had to say about October. Today I am sitting in my PJs, of course, which you can't see, and specs and ponytail because I had zero motivation to get dressed up. And I just did whatever I could because I really wanted to shoot this video. And to be honest, October has been damn hard on me, and I'm pretty much still recovering from whatever happened. And I keep on saying that just because I talk about all this motivational stuff and having faith, etc., it doesn't mean that I don't have bad days. It doesn't mean that I don't struggle sometimes, because just like any other normal human, I struggle too. But I think I just keep going on regardless of whatever happens. I keep on having faith. I keep on looking fear in its eye, and I keep on believing in myself. And that is what makes me sit here in front of you, even in my PJs, and talk about stuff. Yes. So without any further ado, let's get into the universal guidance for the month of November. So I pulled out some tarot cards, and what came out was Queen of Cups came up with the Four of Pentacles, which means that a lot of people are holding on to things which are not good for them. So it can be a relationship that you don't want to let go of, or it can be a toxic parent that you don't want to let go of, or it can be a toxic job that you think that you need in order to survive, but it's not at all making you happy. And you kind of need to let go of it. This person is holding it off very tightly, and it can also be money actually. Somebody can be holding on to money really tightly, and they're just saving and not spending on what they really want to have. Like if their heart desires to kind of like have, for example, an ice cream or something bigger, they're not letting them have it because they feel scared that if they spend it, the money, they're not gonna get it back. When it comes to money, there has to be a flow. Money comes and money goes. You can't keep on saving it all. You have to invest in things, that matter to you, or you have to buy things that give you happiness. You can't save all your money and think about having a luxurious life if you're not happy in the present. I don't mean to say that completely forget about the future and don't save at all, but save, but also spend. Spend on what makes you happy. Invest in what is gonna give you returns in future. Invest in yourself, in self-development. Invest in working with mentors who help you to level your game up. And I also see the Queen of Cups here. I feel like a lot of people, because they are holding on to something, they are, that thing that they're holding on to is leading them to feel pretty unbalanced. The need of this thing keeps on pulling them down. So whatever it is that you're extremely attached to, that you think that you can't go without, and at the same time it's really causing unnecessary trouble to you, you need to let go of. It's gonna be hard because I see that somebody is very attached to something, then they're holding it very tightly. To feel emotionally balanced, you need to let go of something that's not serving you anymore. That's where self-love comes in. That's where doing right for yourself, even when it hurts you, comes in. I also feel that there's a lot of grounding that is needed. If you are feeling very unbalanced right now, go take walks in nature. Go to your terrace or go to a lawn, whatever you can find, but spend some time in nature. And I also suggest you to have some, food that centers you. Like, I also feel that you should have very healthy fruits and vegetables, especially yellow color and red color fruits and vegetables, because red color is for the root chakra. And never talked about this on my channel. There's 7 energy points which are also called chakras in our body. When they get unbalanced, that is when we feel unbalanced. And when our root chakras are not balanced, that is when we feel the most unbalanced. So the root chakra is all about grounding yourself, being calm and centered and feeling safe. So right now, if you're feeling very unbalanced, you feel like you don't know what to do, you are feeling very chaotic right now, I suggest you to have red colored fruits and vegetables, because they're gonna help you ground yourself in the moment. And along with that, because you're holding on to something, when we hold on to something, there's a fear attached to it, and the fear can be that what will you be when you lose this thing, what are you without this thing. When it comes to fear, it is primarily about the solar plexus chakra, which is yellow. So you need to take in things that are yellow. You can take banana, you can take lemon juice, and you can have other vegetables and fruits that are yellow, with an intention of releasing your fears while drinking or eating them. And I know that a lot of people are gonna be skeptic about the whole chakra thing. Well, do your own research. Don't just follow my words. Watch YouTube videos or Google what are chakras or energy points in our bodies and get to learn more about it, and then use your own discernment on what resonates with you and what doesn't. So furthermore, I have the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant here. So I feel like in the month of November, we kind of need to do and follow a traditional way of doing things. A way of doing things which others before us have already done until you feel emotionally balanced. Because if you are emotionally unbalanced and you're trying to dive in something new right now, and plus you're not sure about it, it might lead you to become even more unbalanced.
And by this, I don't mean that you don't take action on your dreams. I just mean to tell you to use your intuition as well as logical mind, your reasoning, and combine them both to form a plan and then take action. In other words, it means that don't take actions upon new things when you are in a frantic energy, when you're trying to get something done. In this case, you don't go out of your way and do something new, but you do things that you normally do, and then when you are much more calmer, then you can follow your intuition and take the action that you've been wanting to take.
And I also see the Queen of Swords here. So in this month of November, we are asked to communicate whatever is inside us, and most importantly show up as our authentic self. We are being asked to be vulnerable,
both in front of our loved ones and as well as to our own selves. So many times we become numb to our own feelings and deny ourselves from feeling them. But this is your reminder to let yourself feel however you're feeling, and to also let others know how you're feeling and not keep it all inside. This is your reminder from the universe to throw the masks off and show the people you love the real you.
we're being asked to use logic in a situation. So I feel like in some situations, some people are heavily relying on their intuition and not enough on their logic. So it has to be both ways. You have to rely on logic as much as you're relying on your intuition, and you have to speak up your truth. You have to own up for your mistakes. You have to speak up whatever that you've not said to somebody, whatever you've been denying to yourself. You kind of have to accept the truth of the situation. You have to bring justice in the situation where things have been unfair either for you or for some other party, but justice needs to be served. Truths will be spoken in November, and I also feel that there's a nudge from universe that if you're not speaking your truth, if you're not showing up as your authentic self, you will be kind of pushed by the universe in November to do that. Because speaking your truth and showing up as who you are, it really gives you a lot of power. And in our society, we're all kind of taught to be nice to each other, and being nice is not a problem, but it's more important to be honest to each other than only being nice to each other, because honesty is what's gonna sail your boat in the month of November. Honesty when it comes to what you want to do in life, and it also means being honest with yourself and not only with other people. So many times we keep on denying what we really want in our life because of our own fears, and November is where it has to stop. You have to take up a stand for yourself in November. You have to accept your truths. I can't say it enough. speaking your truth and truths coming out is kind of the theme of November. So, furthermore, I see a lot of people carrying a lot of burden. Okay, so with this 10 of wands, this guy here is carrying so many wands and his head is down because of the burdens he's carrying. And you know, you've been asked by spirit, by the universe,
to keep the wands down.
and you know, maybe it means delegating your work to somebody else, or it can also mean giving all your worries to the universe, because you know, I keep on saying it all the time, you can't do it all alone. You need help and you need to ask for it. It can be in any area of your life, but you need help, you need assistance. You didn't come here to do it all by yourself. And that is what this card is loudly speaking to me right now, that all the people who carry a lot of burdens right now, maybe somebody is very tense about how the exams are gonna go, or if they're gonna get a job or not, or if their relationship is gonna work out or not, or whatever the matter is. Universe says, give your burdens to me, my child. I am here for you. You don't know, but I walk with you at every step. And the universe has planned a life for you. But you need to stop worrying and let yourself off the hook. Also, with the 10 of wands, I see an ace of wands. So you know, whatever issue that you're worrying about, there's gonna be a movement there and things are gonna get better. You don't have to think about how things are gonna get better and when things are gonna get better. You just have to believe that now that I have given whatever issue is disturbing me to the universe, I believe and trust that it will get resolved, and I am not focused on when and how it will get resolved. You just have to believe that it will and then let go of it. Patience is highly required, and that is what you need to have, my love. Also, I see a lot of people near a breakthrough. So right now, what the cards are kind of telling me is that a lot of people are confused, tired. You know, they're like, we can't deal with this anymore. There's so much chaos, confusion, distortion around. It's a huge sign that a breakthrough is just around the corner, and this is the storm before the sunshine comes in. And this is kind of like depicted by the last card of the deck, which is the Judgment card, which I also call the Breakthrough card. And you know, we tarot card readers, other than the cards that we pull out, we also see the last card of the deck to learn more about the situation. And in this case, for the collective right now, a huge breakthrough is coming, especially for you who's watching the video right now. Things are definitely gonna get better. You just need to give it more time, and you just need to have a little more patience. And so I also pulled out cards from the deck. Universe has your back. And the two cards that I pulled out were, first one was, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. This card reminded me that I forgot to say that October has also been a month of shadow work. So we all have darkness within us as well as light. Nobody is all light. So in October, a lot of darkness that we hold within us, and this darkness is old fears coming up to the surface, addictions or old toxic habits coming to the surface, and basically anything that is not light. So a lot of people, including me, have been doing shadow work, which means transmuting this darkness, observing this darkness as a part of who I am, and then embracing it, loving it. And when you love the dark parts of yourself, you transmute them into light, and that is what is called shadow work. So I see a lot of people will be doing shadow work in November. So when you will be doing shadow work in November, or even right now, if you feel you're messed up right now, say this prayer with me. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of teacher of love, which means that you choose to learn through love. See, we all have come here on earth to learn our lessons. I always call earth a school, and there is no way out when it comes to learning our lessons. So we have to learn our lessons, but there are two choices of learning our lessons. We can learn our lessons through pain, struggle, or we can learn our lessons through love. And that is what this prayer is all about, to choose to learn through the teacher of love and not through the teacher of pain. You can go back and listen to me saying that prayer again, so that you get a better understanding of the prayer. And the second card that I got was, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So when you start having faith amidst the chaos, amidst the mess, amidst everything that is falling apart, that's when you start being peaceful from inside. It happens when you're no matter what is happening in my life right now, no matter how many obstacles and challenges are there, I still have faith that things are going to turn out well for me, and things are happening just as they're supposed to happen, and I'm being supported and I'm being guided. And you know what? It's all the game of mindset. You can think that your life sucks and that everything is shit, or you can empower and uplift yourself by thinking and believing that everything is happening just as it is supposed to. Everything is happening in your favor, even when it does not look like it right now. So November greatly looks like a month where we need to kind of strengthen our faith, where we need to keep on reminding ourselves that we are not walking this path alone, that we are being supported, we are being loved, and we are being guided. There's a saying, when you're connected to God, when you're connected to your faith, you're being protected. And when you're not, when you are in the fear mode, when you're not having faith, you attract more incidents like that, which make you even more fearful. And I'm not saying this to trigger you or to scare you. I'm just saying this to remind you that our thoughts are creating our reality. So whenever you have fearful thoughts, just remind yourself that they are lies, that they are illusions, and there's a better way out. And slowly and steadily try to restore back your faith in yourself and as well as God, because fear is what keeps us down, and faith is what uplifts us, what empowers us. And I guess that is all I had to say about the deck. Universe has your back, and now I'll be switching to the Starseed Oracle deck. So I pulled out 2 cards from the Starseed Oracle deck, and the first card that I got was Child of the Cosmos, which says that the intelligence of the universe lies within you. And you know, it's a reminder to you that you are the child of God and you have so much wisdom lying in your soul that you aren't even aware about, and you can tap into that wisdom by following your intuition, by taking action on whatever your heart is calling you to do. And so maybe right now there's something that you want to do, you're not doing it because you think that you don't know how to doing it. This is a reminder from the universe telling you that you have already done it before, and you might not remember it consciously, but the wisdom, the knowledge lies in your soul. You just need to go and do whatever you're being called to do. I'm repeating it again, that you might not remember it consciously, but your soul remembers it. You have to lean on the fact that you will know what to do in a certain situation when you're put into it, or when you put yourself into it. And I will give you an example from my life when it comes to this whole thing. So for my YouTube channel, something new, very different and new is gonna come up probably this month, and I pulled out a card very similar to this few days ago when I was about to take that leap of faith. And I was reassured by the universe that I have done that particular thing which will be coming up, something that I'm not going to tell you guys about right now, but that is something that is coming, and that is something that I was a little nervous about. And I was reassured by the universe that I know how to do it. I have done it before in other lifetimes, and the wisdom lies in my soul, and I just need to go for it. And that's what I did. I just went with it. I just did it. Maybe at some points I messed it up, at some points I did really well, but I just went for it. I just took that leap of faith because I believed in myself. I believed in what my heart was telling me to do, and obviously I believed in universe to guide me through the whole thing. And I think I did a pretty good job as a first timer, which you guys will see in the coming few weeks. So do whatever your heart is calling you to do. So the second card that came out was Baby Steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. See how it is very interesting and so beautiful how both the cards are so linked to each other, because the second card says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense, and it also says baby steps. You're gonna take action on something. It can be anything in your life, career, relationship, job, whatever it is. So whatever you're feeling called to, you're gonna take action, but you're asked to take baby steps, slow steps. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to do it all in a day, but you have to go. You don't have to sit and give up. You have to go for it, and you have to go for it before it all makes sense.
By which I mean that suppose you have a dream and you really want to accomplish it. You know the first step that you should take, and maybe you also know the second step that you should take to accomplish this dream of yours, but you're not able to see the whole picture, or what it's gonna look like. It's all about the journey and not about the destination. And also it's about taking that risk, that leap of faith, towards that dream job or that dream relationship or that dream house, etc.
So this card says that whatever your heart is wanting you to do might not make sense to your logical mind immediately. Give it some time, take small actions, and then it will be shown to you guys what you're supposed to do in the situation, or why you were led to the situation in the first place. But mostly, you asked to take action and follow your intuition. And this card highly links to the Queen of Swords that I pulled out, which said that balance logic with intuition. So I see two sets of people right now. I think I also talked about it in the universal guidance for the month of October. One are completely relying on logic and not following what their heart is asking them to do. They're not relying on their intuition at all. The other set is completely relying on their intuition and they're not very much focused on logic. There is a great deal to bring balance when it comes to logic and intuition. As much as intuition is required to do something, logic is required to plan it out properly and to see that it all goes well. And as much as logic is required, intuition has to be tapped in to know that what is right and what is not right for you. So there has to be a balance. And I guess that is all for today. So guys, wait for the content that is coming up in the month of November and tell me how your October was and shower some love below the video. Other than that, you know the drill. Press the thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and press that bell icon right next to it so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. And if you want to book an online tarot card reading session with me, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram, and all the other details are present in my Instagram account. Now it's time to say goodbye for right now, but I will be back soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sending you so much love and light.